guys, Special Agent Hobbs here, and today we're doing a top 4 Overwatch supports. Now I am planning to do this for every single class. I'm going to do this for tanks, defense, and offense. So let's just get into this and expect more of these pretty soon. Coming in at number 4, we have Mercy. Now, number 3 and number 4, I switched at the last second because Mercy, she's great for having on the team, and that's what I love about her, but to me, it's really boring to play her. She's super weak, but she's really good at her job, which is healing, and she's good at healing, and she's good at damage boosting, and she's good at a lot of things except for damage herself, and so you don't really get any eliminations. And I know that's not the point of her, but it just makes it so boring, and I don't know, but she's pretty much the main, not the main support in the game, but when you think of a support, you'd normally think of somebody like this. She's pretty much the TF2 medic, but in Overwatch. She's that version, and I honestly think people like that to play are really useful to have on the team, but are just pretty boring to actually play, and that's why she's at number 4, and she's really weak and dies a lot. Coming in at number 3 is Zenyatta. Now I originally had her at number 4 because I barely ever played her, and I finally just played her, and I kind of had the same thought process as I did before, but I switched it at the last second because she is significantly a little more fun to play than Mercy, because she does get eliminations, but the reason why I think she is good in her own ways, but the reason why I don't really like her is she can't heal, which is like a main factor that you need if you're going to be a support. I know not all supports have to heal, but I just think that's a pretty main factor. I like the way her gun looks, and I like the way she dances to form stuff or does those moves. I don't know. And her sentry turrets, though, if you go against a Zenyatta, they can be super annoying. Her ultimate is pretty easy to destroy. Her ultimate, I think it should be that ultimate. I think they did a good job with this, but I wouldn't. If I don't know, I might have put it as like an ability because it's not too good, and you can't heal your teammates, which is like a big factor. Sure, you can put shield on them, but you just can't heal them, and the gravity ball goes super slow or whatever that thing is, I don't know. But when you're connected to the people, that does do a lot of damage, I'll give her that. And her sentry turrets are pretty good, but she's just not my type of hero. I don't really like playing her. I think it's pretty boring. And so coming in at number 3 is Zenyatta. Coming in at number 2 is Zenyatta. Now this is probably one of my most frequently played supports, actually frequently played heroes, because he can heal the team, which is really useful, and the orb can stay on them for not too long, but enough time for them to get the health back. The Discord orb can just completely wreck like high value targets like a Reinhardt or Winston or Bastion especially, and he's a lot of fun, and he is very helpful for the team. I just finished all my competitive games. I played Zenyatta in 8 of them, and I won 7 of those games, which is quite a lot. And Zenyatta is just, I don't know, my last game I played with him, I got 39 eliminations, which is like crazy for a support, but Zenyatta just does an insane amount of damage, and he's extremely fun to play in my opinion. And he's not actually. You can do some damage with him if you don't know how to use him, but if you know how to use the Discord orb, he's not too complicated. If you know how to use that, then you're pretty much set. His ultimate is very, very powerful. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention for Mercy, her ultimate is very, very good because it's I don't know, I love when I get resurrected, but I would never really want to play Mercy. But Zenyatta's ultimate, I've won payload so many times with playing Zenyatta because of his ultimate, because it just pretty much your whole team is invincible for 5 seconds if they're around you, and you can just push the payload and capture an objective, stay alive, block another ultimate. It's super useful, and Zenyatta is super fun to play and probably the most damaging, or is the most damaging support, do the most damage. And yeah, super fun to play and useful for the team. Coming in at number 1, you obviously knew this was here, probably without even looking at the list, but I mean you obviously know he's here now because there's only one left. But this is Lucio because he's one of the first supports that I played. He has a really cool idea as a character where he switches between sounds. I think that's really cool, where he has like different sounds, I don't know, or music I mean, and he can do a speed buff, which is incredibly useful for getting away from enemies and getting to the payload first, or getting to the control point first when you just come out of your spawn. And his gun actually does a lot of damage. It's a lot like the MA-A7 from Black Ops 3, or MA-A1, I don't know, from Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2. It's a burst weapon that can do a lot of damage if you can land it correctly, and his healing is very good. And I didn't even mention this is my favorite part about him. You don't have to be connected to your team. It shows the bar in the middle, or the circle in the middle, of how many people are getting healed or just speed buffed, and that's it. You don't have to like connect to them, you just have to be near them, which is super useful. And actually it helps your team a lot, because then you could be doing damage, and you can see you can push people off the map with your alternate fire, which is incredibly useful for like getting people off the map, and like if there's a Mei on you or a Reaper or anything like that, you just push them away, and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does damage, which is nice. It's better than not doing damage. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be doing all of the classes, not all the classes, well yeah, but all of the like offense, defense, all that stuff. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more. One quick thing I completely forgot about Lucio is that he has a passive, which is wall riding, and that can be incredibly useful for getting around the map, and like in Black Ops 3, like going around flank areas, and it just makes you a harder target to hit, dodging all those bullets and healing your team.